So notice the shapes that we're dealing with here. They're talking about a cylinder and they also talk about a sphere. And for both of these, we're talking about the concept of volume. So there's two ways you could obtain the standard equation for volume of these shapes. One way is to go to the reference sheet that's provided by College Board in the digital SAT format. And notice we have the equation for a cylinder is pi r squared h, and for a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. The other option is to go to our program. We're going to press up to wrap around to shapes. We'll go to the second option, which is volume, and we see those same formulas for a cylinder and a sphere. Now, the big picture concept here is we have a cylinder, and then the goal is to end up with a sphere. Now, to get there, she has to carve away or cut away this specific portion as far as the volume from the cylinder so that she is left with the sphere. So let's go ahead and type in here pi r squared h and then 4/3 pi r cubed. So the actual formulas for those respective shapes. And let's plug in the information we actually know. We know for the cylinder, the radius is 3 and the height is 2. And then we'll keep this v over 3 pi. And then on the right side here, we have the radius of the sphere is 1. Now at this point, I observe that the thing that I'm solving for is linear. It's v to the first. Even though there are things that are squared, those aren't the variables that are being squared. So I could go in to solver, which is program number 5, and let's just type in everything the way that we see it. We have pi, which we do second caret, 3 squared times 2 minus, and then here, notice you have essentially the pi is in the numerator. So we could say x pi divided by 3, and then we'll put enter, and then we have 4 divided by 3. And then same thing here, I get a little nervous. If I don't put parentheses, it might interpret it as 3 pi in the denominator. So here's another way you could ensure that the pi symbol is essentially in the numerator. And then we have 1 cubed, which really I don't need to do that because 1 to any power is 1 still. And we get our answer as 50.